What's up, everybody? Happy Friday. Hope all you're having a great day so far. Hope you're having a great night so far. Getting into this episode of GH, I felt bad for Mike, like completely, because when Stella went to go see him, he really had no clue who Stella was. Like, he just forgot all about her. His mind is back in the day now, so now he's thinking about Adela and how he has to work to, prove to her father that he can provide for her. Like, his mind is just gone. Like, he's thinking about back in the day. This is, when he was dating Sonny's mother, basically. That's where his mindset is right now. And it's just heartbreaking seeing somebody with Alzheimer's, even in real life. Like, seeing somebody with Alzheimer's that you've known pretty much all your life or for some years slip away slowly but surely and sometimes rapidly before your eyes, and they don't even know who you are. You know what I mean? Like, that is crazy. I watched that with my great-grandmother before she died. Like, she pretty much always knew who I was. When she first saw me, sometimes she wouldn't know until I said my name. When I said my name, she knew automatically who I was. But it's just hard, watching somebody slip away. Like, I remember being at her house and she already had a pot of tea on the stove. And she was sitting in her reclining chair, looking at her bingo tickets. And 2 minutes later, she would get up, go back in the kitchen, and she would say, and, my aunts would ask her, like, what are you doing? She was like, oh, I got to make me some tea. She already made a pot. It's already done. It's already gone. She already drunk it, and then she would be like, oh, I got to make me a pot of tea. I didn't have my tea today. Like, stuff like that. She would, forget that she already made a pot. She already drunk it. Like, she would forget things like that. And I remember one night she had left out of her building because she lived in a retirement home. And, she walked out of her building in the middle of the night. Thank God, someone who worked at the building, caught her, before she could walk out of the front door, because she was in the lobby getting ready to walk out of the building at 1, 2 in the morning. So that was, some scary stuff. But yeah, it's just hard seeing stuff like that, even on a show in real life, because this stuff mirrors real life. So it's kind of hard to see it. So it's like, it's hard. And I know it was hard for Stella to see Mike like that, I know it broke her heart to see that man like that. And it was hard. But Max Gail has been doing a phenomenal job with the Alzheimer's story, like phenomenal. I feel like they handled the Alzheimer's story pretty good. I know sometimes it seemed a little clunky, but the actors really have done an amazing job with the material. They really have. So anyway, Sonny and Carly, listen, separately by themselves, Sonny and Carly sometimes irk my nerves, but together they really get on my nerves. Sonny is like a big damn baby, like an overgrown child. Like, when they were sitting there talking about Jax and stuff like that, Sonny sitting there talking about, when Carly brought up the fact that, Jax is not going to turn Sonny in for the Dev situation. Even though he could have been vindictive, because she feels like Sonny is way more vindictive than Jax. And, she mentioned how Sonny kept him out of the country, and here goes Sonny, acting like a child. Well, when you slept with him, that set all this in motion. You know how much of a child you sound when you say that? Oh, he did it first. Oh, you did it first. Grow the hell up. You are 50-something years. Grow up. You got grandchildren, for crying out loud. Like, why are y'all even rehashing some shit that happened 2 years ago? First of all. Second of all, you slept with her divorce attorney. How low can you go? You slept with her lawyer. And you don't see nothing wrong. That's the problem, son. He act like it ain't nothing wrong with nothing he does. But whenever Carly or somebody else do something, oh, it's the end of the damn world. Sonny, shut up. Like, own up to your stuff that you do. Because every time somebody throws something in his face, he don't never want to own it. He got to clap back with some tired-ass excuse as to why he did what he did. Because according to him getting Jax out of the country was a reaction to what they did. But you don't want to say anything how you played a part into all of that. Like, Sonny, just hush. And it was, he was sitting there telling Carly, oh, did you tell Jason about the secret that you're keeping from me? Sonny, shut up. Because you done kept your fair share of secrets from Carly too. So please shut up. But I will say, I feel like in a marriage, there should be no secrets. No secrets. If you trust the person that you're married to, here's my thing about this. If you marry somebody and you take these vows, for better or for worse, sickness and health and all that other goofy shit, you take those vows. Trust is a big part of marriage. Trust and communication is a big part of not just marriage, but relationships, period. I don't give a damn if it's friendships, relationships. It's a big part of everything. Any communication you have with a person, communication and trust is a major thing, and honesty. I hate when people think that in a relationship or a friendship or anything, people act like they have to choose which one they can have. Honesty or trust. Honesty, trust, or loyalty. They think they can either have one or the other. No. I'm a big believer. Listen, this is how I operate with people. I want loyalty. I want respect. I want honesty. And I want to trust you. I have to have all those things in any type of relationship I have with anybody. I have to have all of those. There is no one or the other for me. If you can't give me all, friendship, relationship, whatever, you can't give me all those things, we ain't got jack shit. Period. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to have all of that. You have to have honesty. You have to have loyalty. You have to have trust. You have to have those things. Respect is another thing, and communication. You have to have all those things to maintain any relationship, friendship, relationship, whatever. You have to have all those ingredients plus more to maintain those things. If you don't have those, listen, even if you don't have one of those things missing from that can collapse an entire relationship. If somebody's not loyal to you, but they giving you everything else, that still can break up a whole damn friendship, a whole damn relationship. It could break it up if you don't have one of those things. Because I command all the above. I command it. Like, if I'm giving all those things to a person, I damn sure expect all of that back. But see, that's the problem with Carly and Sunny. They don't give each other all of that. You know, loyalty, yeah, they give each other some loyalty in a way. Respect, no. They don't have respect for each other. That's clear. They don't. You slept with your ex-husband, he slept with your attorney. That ain't respect. I'm sorry, but that's not respect. Not in the least. Honesty? No. They don't have honesty. They don't have that. Communication? They don't have that either. Sometimes they have communication, but fully, not at all. Not at all. She's not telling him. First of all, she's not communicating to him with this thing with Jax, Nicholas, and all that. She's not communicating that to him, and she's also not being honest with him. He is not communicating to her about, one, about the whole Dante situation, how he feeling. Two, about what else? He's not really communicating a few things to her, actually. The Mike situation, he's not communicating that. He wasn't honest really about that, because even Carly was upset that Sunny didn't really tell her how bad Mike has gotten. And you know she cares a lot about Mike. And Sunny wasn't really honest about that. You know, like, their communication is just horrible. Their honesty with each other is horrible. Their respect is horrible. Because they disrespect each other all the time. Like him calling her all type of whore before. You know, her sleeping with her ex and doing shit behind his back. This secret that she's currently keeping, like, I understand why she's keeping it. But when you're in a marriage, there should be no secrets. I'm sorry, but none. None. So anyway. Moving on from that. I did love the scenes with Jason and Danny, because he was totally honest with Danny about what's going on with Sam and stuff, you know, and Monica was right. You have to tell Danny as much as his young mind can process. And that's what Jason was doing. You know, he was just breaking stuff down to Danny about what's going on with Sam and how long she's going to be gone. Speaking of, and that's another thing I want to bring up with Sunny and Carly. Why did Carly think Sunny could do something to help Sam get out of prison? What the hell can Sunny do? Unless he has some major connections in the government, I don't see how he could help her. Like, don't you think Jason would have went to Ned or somebody? I mean, hell, Ned got all type of contacts. The Quartermain name and money goes a long way. And I doubt even they can help. So what can Sunny do that the Quartermains can't? I'm just saying. What, threaten, blackmail? I mean, hell, they can threaten and blackmail too, just in a different way. But yeah, you know, they're basically, Jason's trying to figure out what Danny wants to do. Like, does he want to continue to stay at Monica's and, live there for a while, or him and Scout come live with him at the penthouse. But, Danny was honest. He felt like if they went home, it would make him think of their mom more rather than living at the Q's. But I do agree with Monica, and I definitely agree with Anna when he spoke with Anna about it. Like, Jason, I believe, can be a good father, but I agree with Monica. If you're going to be a good father to them, to him, Scout, because he's the only parental figure that Scout has right now. So if you're going to be a good dad to them, then you really got to change your lifestyle. You got to change up what you do. You know what I'm saying? Like him getting out the mob, organized crime. I don't know if that's going to be possible or plausible, but his lifestyle is going to have to change because you got kids now. And like Carly said yesterday, him, Sonny, they can't handle business the way they used to handle business. Guns a-blazing, all that rah-rah shit. They can't do that no more. You got kids. Small kids. Sonny got grandkids and a small kid. 2 small children now. Y'all can't do how y'all used to do. Things have to dramatically change. Drastically. They have to. In order for the safety of these kids, and y'all got too many, to be honest. So, anyway, moving on from that. Anna is definitely not feeling Hayden. She made it perfectly clear to Finn that she does not trust Hayden in the least. Like, she don't trust her at all. And even Finn had to admit that he doesn't really trust Hayden either because, she ditched him. She kept their daughter from him, so he doesn't feel like he can fully trust her either. But he is trying to co-parent with her. And Anna made it clear. She has no problem with them co-parenting, but she made it clear that she will also be a part of the picture as another parental figure. She made that perfectly clear. Anna's not backing down. And she made that clear yesterday, and she made it damn clear today. Like, she knows Hayden's agenda. And Hayden, of course, is into some stuff. Again, Valentine sitting there calling her, trying to get his hooks into that painting. And he offered her $250,000. Let me tell you something. To a broke person like me, $250K is a hell of a lot of money. It is. It is. Don't get me wrong. It is now. But if she were to help Jax and Nicholas, it would be way more money in, it'd be way more money in it for her. We're talking millions. Like, you would be, living your life like it's golden. $250,000 ain't nothing to sneeze at. But are you sure you want to, burn the people that you were working with? Even though I wouldn't blame her at this point, because Nicholas been acting hella stupid. So I wouldn't blame her if she wanted to jump on another team. Like, I just couldn't blame Hayden on that one. Because Nicholas has been botching this shit ever since he came to town. And they've been hitting dead end after dead end. So that $250K looking real nice to her right about now. And she even told Valentine, I'll take the money. Wire it to my account. And Valentine was like, hell no. I ain't giving you nothing until you give up some info. But I did like how he was reading to Charlotte and stuff. He is a good dad to her, but he's just, annoying. But he's a good dad, though. And, of course, Nicholas got something up his sleeve. So he called Hayden or whatever, talking about, the plans have changed because Jax pretty much told Nicholas, if you don't get the Condorcet by New Year's Eve, it's a wrap. The whole plan is done. Jax will handle Valentine his way by taking over Cassadine Industries and destroying the company. Basically, he'll sell that bitch off for parts and probably destroy it because that's what corporate raiders do. They build it up and they sell it off, especially for parts because it's worth more money. So, Nicholas was pissed about that because he thinking about Spencer. He like, well, if you destroy Cassadine Industries, what about Spencer? Jax is not heartless. You know what I'm saying? He would never destroy the company and just say to hell with Spencer. Of course not. He told Nicholas, I will financially take care of Spencer. That's not a problem. And I believe Jax on that because he's not going to hurt a child. And he's very fond of Spencer. Hell, he thought Spencer was his child at one point. So he would never do anything to hurt Spencer. You know what I mean? He's going to make sure Spencer is financially good. But like he told him, anything else is Nicholas's problem. And I can't say that I blame Jax at this point. Jax and Hayden, even though they've been botching things up before, they worked their ass off for this plan to work. And Nicholas screwed it all up. As soon as he entered came back to Port Charles, he screwed it up royally. So I can't blame Jax for trying to figure other things out. Because for one, he's tired of lying to Nina. Because she's been lied to so many times. And he don't want to be just another person that's lying to her. So I can't fault him for that. speaking of Nina, she admitted to Jax that, you know, she's definitely playing Valentine, but Jax basically told her, let it go. Live your best life. You know, success. Be successful. Run Crimson. Focus on Crimson. Show Valentine that you're moving on with your life without him and you're happy. Hell, he even suggested that she pretend to date him to get Valentine to back off. I do agree with Jax. On a certain extent, I agree with Jax that she should just live her best life, forget about Valentine, whatever. I agree on to a certain extent, but then again, I feel like, you know, hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. I don't blame Nina for wanting revenge, even though revenge never really works out for anybody, because if she does something with Valentine or humiliates him, in the long run, it's probably going to hurt Charlotte. And that's what Nina's thinking about, because she doesn't want to hurt Charlotte. So she's trying to do something in a way that would not hurt Charlotte. But that's not going to be an easy task. So, I don't know. On the one hand, I agree with Jax. On the other hand, I see where Nina's coming from. But who knows what she's going to do. Maybe she'll listen to Jax and back out of this plan. Who knows? So, anyway. This was a pretty interesting episode. Alliances have definitely been changed. But hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought about today's episode. I will see you all Monday. Hope you all have a great night. Hope you have a great weekend. See you all later. Peace.